Good evening, humans and non-humans. Today, I have something for you called significant figures, or SF. And you know what else SF stands for? Stupid figures. Because these things are ridiculous, useless, and they only exist to make your life harder. Also, they're quite confusing. I didn't understand these in middle school at all, and I only learned a few weeks ago a way to actually understand them. So, how are we going to do it? You're going to look at your number. In this case, we'll start with this number here, 125. Does this number have a decimal? That's what you want to look at. This number does not have a decimal, so we're going to attack it from the right. We start at the right, and we go to the left, but we start at the right. So you look at your number, and you see what's the first digit that is not a 0. In our case, it's this 5. So you count that number as your first significant figure, and then every number after it is also a significant figure. In this case, we have 3 digits after the first non-zero digit, so we have 3 significant figures, or stupid figures. Our next number, pi. This number does have a decimal, so we're going to attack it from the left. We're going to the right, but we start at the left. We go to our first non-zero number, which is this 3, and we count all the numbers after it. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 significant figures. Now we'll do this number here, 3,200. It does not have a decimal. It's just empty space. Boring, boring, boring. So we're going to start at the right and find our first non-zero digit. This is a 0, so it's meaningless. This is a 0, so it's also meaningless. Bye-bye. So this 2 is our first non-zero number. So we count that, and then all the numbers after it are also significant figures. Therefore, this number has 2 significant figures. Even though it had 4 digits, only these 2 are significant because they're the first 2 coming from the right that have a non-zero digit. Over here, we have 0.807. I'm not even going to try to say that the proper way with thousands or whatever. But it does have a decimal. So we're going to attack it from the left. We're going to go to our first non-zero number, which is not this 0, so it's meaningless. It has no purpose in life. We'll just kill it. This 8 is our first non-zero digit. So now every number after it is a significant figure. Even this 0 here. The only zeros that don't matter are the ones that come before the first non-zero digit. All zeros after are actually significant. So this number has 3 significant figures, even though it had 4 digits. So that's how you do it. If that's all you need, then that's great. Go get your homework done so you can watch TV. If not, more practice. Yep, lots of practice. 124 doesn't have a decimal, so we start from the right. 1, that's the first non-zero digit right here. It's a 4, and we have 1, 2, 3. This number right here, no decimal, start from the right. Here's the first non-zero digit, and it's also the only digit. So we have 1 significant figure. I'll just go ahead and write that. This one here, no decimal, start from the right. Here's the first non-zero digit, and we have 1, 2 numbers after. This number does have a decimal, so we're going to get it from the left. This is a 0, so we kill it. it's dead now. Here's our first non-zero digit. So we count this one and we count this one. This number has 2 significant figures, even though it had 3 digits. This one here does not have a decimal, so we attack it from the right. All these numbers are very normal size, but we'll get some super long ones in a minute. Here's our first non-zero number. So we count this one and we count all the numbers after it, even this 0, because it comes after the first non-zero number. So this number has 3 significant figures. This number here does have a decimal, so we're going to attack it from the left. We kill the 0, because we don't like him, he's stupid. We count this 1. Now, even though this 0, it's not even trapped in between any extra numbers, it still comes after the first non-zero digit, so we count it as a significant figure. 0.10 has 2 significant figures. And the last number in this column, 500, we are going to kill this boy from over to the right. Ka-cha to this guy, ka-cha to that guy. This is the only one that matters. However, it's quite, dumb. Anyway, this number only has 1 significant figure, even though it had 3 digits. Isn't that pathetic? Alright, this number, it does have a decimal, so we will kill it from this direction. But our first number here is a non-zero digit, so this number and this number and this number are all significant. Therefore, this number has 3 significant figures. Now we get to tackle this side with all the giant numbers. All the same rules apply. This number has a decimal, so we're going to attack it from the left. We're going to kill this guy, we're going to kill this guy, and this guy is our first non-zero digit. It's also the only digit, so this number has 1 significant figure. This guy, he's long. He doesn't have a decimal, so we're going to get him from this side, from the right. We're going to kill all his lackeys because they're meaningless. No zeros allowed. No zeros are significant until you get to the first non-zero digit. We have 1 digit and 2 digits. And that means that this super long number is actually quite worthless in terms of significant figures, and it only has 2. This guy, we're going to kill him from the left because it has a decimal. So, bye-bye, you're dead. Bye-bye, you're dead. We found our first non-zero digit, our only non-zero digit, so this number has 1 significant figure. This guy has a decimal, so we're going to get him from the left. And our first non-zero number is the first digit. So this guy, as long with all these guys, even the 0, are all significant because they all come after him, the first non-zero number. 4 significant figures. Next, we have this guy. He does have a decimal, so we're coming from the left again. We're going to kill you, and kill you, and kill you, and kill you, and kill you. And here is our first non-zero digit. So he and all the digits after him are significant figures. So we have 5 significant figures in this number. Next, we have this guy. He does not have a decimal, so we will attack him from this direction, the right. Kill him off because he's meaningless. This is our first non-zero digit. So we have him, him, him. He's trapped in between all the other ones, and he comes after this guy right here. So he counts him, 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 and him. So that is a lot of people. 1, 2, numbers, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This guy has 8 significant figures. He's the king or whatever. Definitely the most. And last of all, we have this guy. You're gonna die. He has a decimal, so we're gonna kill him from this direction. Kill this guy. And this is the first non-zero digit. So we count him, and we count all the guys after it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This number has 5 significant figures. I hope this helped. I mean, have fun killing people, I guess. Go get your homework done.